guys, so today I'm going to be showing you an awesome 4th of July party look that you can wear. Honestly, I say 4th of July, but you can use it for any party, any holiday, whatever. I just am obsessed with the 4th of July. I love bright red lipsticks. It gives me a perfect excuse to put it on. So anyways, here we go. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. So as you guys can see here, I already have my foundation, blush, everything. My face is fully done, eyebrows done. I know a lot of people are opposite of me. They like to do their eyes first, then do their foundation. For me, I don't get a ton of fallout on my eyes, so I actually prefer to do my eyes last. That way, if for some reason I do run out of time, at least my face is done. I can do a simple eye. But for this look, I'm going to be showing you just my simple, like, holiday weekend, 4th of July look. Not doing the bright red, white, and blue eyeshadow. This is literally, I'm going to wear it this weekend for 4th of July. But that being said, you could wear it for any party, vacation, whatever. It's not too over the top, but at the same time it'll give you that nice little kind of pop of color that you need to make you stand out. I like to start with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This sucker is amazing. You put it on and literally your color will stay all day long. Doesn't matter if you put it on at 6 in the morning and you're going to be out until 1 a.m. Your eyeshadow will not move. This is like the holy grail of eyeshadow primer. So I just kind of smear it on, and I already did put a little bit of concealer over my eyes. That being said, it works fine, but again, if you don't want your eyeshadow to move even an inch, use this eyeshadow primer. It is amazing. So then I like to go and I just pat it in here, all over that eyelid. So right now, one of my favorite palettes is the Naked palette. Clearly you can see it's crazy beat up. I've had it forever, but it has every color you could possibly need. It is a little sparkly, so if you like the matte colors, I wouldn't suggest this. But that being said, you're going out to party, you're going out to have a good time on the weekend. Sparkle it up, give yourself a little shimmer. I mean, I'm a glitter girl, I love it. And this palette has literally any and every color you can need, and there's glitter. How can you be upset? So I'm going to go in with this brush from Urban Decay. Came with the Naked palette, and I'm just going to go in with the color right here, the color Virgin, and I'm just going to pat this all over my eyelid. I just like giving it a nice white base. Don't worry, the other shadows will still stick and stay in place because of the primer. That being said, you really do want to put a main color down first, if that's what you want to call it, or a base color, because if you don't, it'll be really hard to blend out the other colors that you're going to be using later on, because they're really going to stick to that primer, and they're just not going to want to blend. You'll get way too much pigment, way too dark, and you're not going to be able to move anything around. So once I'm done with that, I like to grab this big fluffy blending brush. It is number 116 from Sonia Kashuki, and I like to go in with the color Naked. It's just a very light, like taupe brown color here, and I like to just go in right in the crease and give myself a nice transition shade to start. I like to do windshield wipers, little circles, whatever floats your boat. Just make sure you start out very light and build it up. Don't try to put a bunch of pigment on all at once, because that's where you run into the issues of it looking sloppy and very harsh instead of like light and blended. Okay, next I like to go in with, it's still a fluffy brush, but it's a little bit more concentrated. It's not quite as fluffy as that last one I was using. This one's from e.l.f. It's literally like $1 at Target. I mean, honestly, I think it works just as good as some of my really nice ones, and it's cheap, so why not? So I take this little fluffy brush, and I like to go into the color Buck. It's very similar to the Naked color I just used, just a touch darker, but it's the same matte, like taupe brown, and I'm just going to kind of take that from the outer corner to about halfway through my crease. I also kind of like to round the corner here. If you can see, I'm doing a little bit of a C shape just to really blend it out so it doesn't look like a harsh ending right at the end here. It kind of continues a little bit onto the lower part of the lid just to really give it a nice blended look. Once I'm done with that, I like to go in, and I'm not really sure where this brush is from, whatever. Long story short, bought a Naked 3 palette offline. It was a fake. It came with this brush though. Although I hated the palette, I absolutely love this big fluffy brush. I mean, I'm sure you can find similar ones at Sephora, Target, whatever. It's just very long and it's very, very fluffy. It's really good for blending. It won't concentrate products super heavy on your lid. I just like to go back in and dip it in that same naked color and just kind of go right over the front part here where the buck meets the naked, just so it really gives it that seamless edge. Once I've done that, I like to go in and I have this little pencil brush that I got from e.l.f. Again, it's like $1 at Target. Honestly, works fantastic. After I started using e.l.f. brushes, I don't know if I'd ever go back because they were just as good as all these like expensive Morphe whatever brushes, and they're way cheaper. They're literally like $1. So if you're on a budget, highly recommend go for the e.l.f. brushes. So with this, I'm going to take the color Toasted. It's kind of like it's this color right here. It's a little bit of like a burgundy brown. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. And I'm going to mix it with this gunmetal gray on the end. They're a little bit darker, but they both are very sparkly, and I love the look that I get when I mix the burgundy color with that gray. So with this little pencil brush, I'm only concentrating it on the outside outside corner of that eye. You do not want to drag it into the crease. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go back in with this same fluffy brush that I used to blend the buck into the naked, and I'm just lightly going to kind of go where the darker V meets that buck and just really blend it out. Then I'm going to go in. This is the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy. It's just a little single pod here. I'm going to take that same brush that I used to originally put on that base shadow, and I'm just going to put this all over the lid. And when you're doing this, you want to be really careful not to get it into that crease, because by doing this, it gives you the nice cut crease look. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go in one more time with this fluffy brush, just kind of blend that edge, but very, very lightly, because again, you don't want to lose that crease look. So I'm just very lightly kind of just buffing out that harsh line. Now, I'm going to take that same Midnight Cowboy color, not much, literally just like one tap it off on your hand, and I'm going to just kind of go up here and blend out the harshness of the top. You just want to kind of get rid of that dark crease. The top, I should say. I don't know. What do you call it? I'm not a beauty expert. I just know what looks good. So, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not a cosmetologist. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take this blending brush from e.l.f. one more time with the color Buck on it, and then really just kind of darken it up right in here. Really get a little bit of that pigment back. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in and do my eyeliner and lashes, and I will be right back. I can put that up in a different video a little later on if you guys really want to see how I do it, but it takes me a couple minutes, so I will be right back. Okay, so as you guys can see, I just did winged eyeliner here, look. They're on a little bit of mascara. The mascara that I've been really obsessed with right now is this Great Lash by Maybelline New York. I use the big Great Lash just because I feel like it really volumizes my eyelashes and gives them that extra oomph that they need. So that being said, after that is done, I am going to go in. Of course, you can do whatever shade you want for whatever holiday, but it's the 4th of July today. So I am going to go in with this Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shape Liner. It's in 150 Brick Red. It's their new like duos that I guess. So I have this, and then I have the Magenta Affair 100 in the Maybelline New York lipstick. I'm absolutely loving this new lipstick and lip liner. They're very silky, very soft. They don't dry your lips out. Like literally it feels like putting on chapstick. So I am absolutely in love. I highly, highly, highly recommend these. Here we go. So I'm a little weird. I know a lot of people just like to do the outside. I like to completely fill in my lips with lip liner. That way if the lipstick does start to wear off a little bit, you still have that base color underneath and you're not going to see like awkward spots of like nude. Once I get that put on, I know I'm a mess. I'm so bad when it comes to lipstick. I just go back in with my concealer, and I just have a little angled brush here. This one's actually from Smashbox. I just like to clean up those edges. Especially with a bright color like this, I feel like it's really important to clean up those edges. Then I'm going to go on just this Real Techniques blending sponge and just, with the little pointed end, just kind of blend it out. So once I'm done with that, you can see over here I got it too far up. Just go back in with a lipstick and touch it up. Once you've gone through and really cleaned it up, there you have it. You are all set to go.